Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a beginner's video for us to acclimate to the flow of my other videos. So I'd like to bring you on this journey. As you begin your yoga journey, just be intentional with your practice. Be aware of your physical body and your limitations. Have compassion for yourselves. Be open, have an open heart, open mind, and explore your physical being on your mat as well as your internal essence, and just have some fun. All right, so let's just go ahead and begin standing. So in our practice, our standing posture right here is called mountain pose. It's Tanasana mountain pose, and it's about really grounding and connecting yourself. So we're just going to feel ourselves connected to the earth. So as we're standing here, just pressing feet to the ground, to the floor, wherever you're standing. Just really press those shoulders down and back in an anatomical positioning, with palms facing forward. And as we stand tall, just lift up onto your toes, back onto your heels. Just wiggle your piggies, shake your toes. This just kind of sets our foundation for our practice. So as we lift up and down, just gaining that awareness of our feet. They are our foundation that carries us throughout our day today. So just go ahead and roll yourself out to the knife edge of your feet. And then roll yourself inward, knock your knees together, inward on the inside, just kind of back and forth, back and forth. And then place your feet down, spread your toes, and press into the four corners of your feet. So the balls of your feet on each side and the heels. And then engaging what are called energetic locks in the body. And one is at the pelvic floor, and it is a lift through the sphincters at that pelvic floor, and it's an engagement lifting upward. So yourself scroll a little bit, and then draw that navel in, and it goes back towards the spine as you lift up towards the sternum. Again, another energetic lock as you lift upward, engaging, and then draw your chin inward. So third. And then reach that crown up, feel that lengthening through the body, opening up the space cavity for breathing, deep diaphragmic breaths. So go ahead and take a big inhale through your nose, that big exhale through your mouth. And just meet yourself right here. Notice any feelings that may arise. Without judgment, just kind of sit over here, like observing on the outside. Just feel your essence within. And encompass yourself with love and compassion. So we get ready to begin our journey. Let's go ahead and bring your hands to heart center, connecting into this space with love and gratitude. And then with humility and respect, we'll go ahead and begin lifting arms up nice and tall. Reach up to the heavens, then exhale, fold. Shake your head, lift your heels. Find that movement. If you can't get all the way down, it's okay. Just maybe halfway. Maybe place your hands on your shins. If you need to place your hands on your knees, you can come right here and just slowly work yourself down. Again, once you're there, just shake your head. And then wherever you are, heel toe your feet apart. Take opposite hand, so if your hands are at your knees, you can take opposite hand, opposite elbow, and just let your body hang. You can begin to hinge down and get a little deeper, and then just kind of move side to side to loosen everything up. And then hold it center. And then place your hands down, heel toe your feet back together, and step back kneeling. Come onto your knees, shoulders and wrists will line up, knees and hips will line up. And you're gonna cat and cow. So really round your back. Tuck your chin to your chest, roll your pelvis under. And then come back neutral. And then round it, tuck it, and then come back neutral. And then round and tuck. And come back neutral. Round and tuck, chin to chest, pelvis under, round in the arch in the back. Come back neutral one more time, round and tuck it. And then release it. Now we're gonna come spinal balance. So you're gonna take the left leg extended back. Right arm's gonna reach out and just balance. So we're here, we're drawing our navel towards the spine, having that lift, our shoulder and our wrist are in alignment, our knee, that's kneeling, and our hip are in alignment. Right arm extends, left leg lifts. Find that dynamically lengthening as you reach in opposition. Take a breath, take a moment, and then release it, switch it. Other side. Extend opposite arm, opposite leg. So left arm out, right leg out, lengthen, hold, breathe. we're gonna move side to side. So just reach and lengthen, reach and lengthen, reach and lengthen, reach and lengthen. Just keep moving side to side, finding that spinal stability as you reach from one side to the next. Breathing in, breathing out. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. And then sit back, child's pose. So you're gonna sit back into your feet. You can uncurl your toes, flatten them, sit back and reach those arms out. Crown down to the mat. This is a space of just surrendering, just kind of holding here in this posture. And this is a place you can come any time throughout your practice. There's just space to come gather, regroup, recenter, just be. It's always offered at any moment for you to come to. So now we're gonna lift ourselves out, really reach those arms long, round yourself out, curl your toes under, and lift yourself up for downward facing dog. Shake your head, pedal your heels. Just feel your body. So your shoulders and wrists are in alignment. Ears and elbows will come side by side. Really press back through those hands, bend in your knees. So if you bend in your knees and your heels are up, like this, your spine is long. Your heels do not have to come necessarily down to the mat. So as you build more length, the legs begin to stretch, your heels start to press down, and eventually you can press those heels to the floor. Just an option. You can find what works for you, keeping heels up, keeping that bend in your knees for the long torso. And then as we're here, you're gonna bring yourself out kneeling, and you're gonna bring it chin, chest down. Gaze is forward, chin, chest down, press back away, curl those toes downward facing dog. And you're just gonna flow, bring it out kneeling. Your chin, your chest is gonna come down, gaze is gonna go forward, and you're gonna press away. And then right back downward facing dog. And then bring it out kneeling. Chin, chest down, gaze forward. Press away, 1 more. Let's look downward facing dog. Bring it out kneeling, elbows tuck it, chin, chest down, tailbone up, and then slide your legs behind you and find your cobra. So in your cobra, your hands are gonna hover. You wanna squeeze your elbows inward, shoulder blades down and back. Zip those feet together, glue your toes to the mat. Zip through your thighs, smile, lift up, press those hands to the mat, lift a little higher, press in, and then all the way down, release. And then lift, release, lift, release, lift, release. And 4, and 3, and 2, and your last one. Lift it up, hold it, and then you can press all the way to upward facing dog. So in your up dog, you can stay on your knees. As you're here in your up dog, you'll be on those knees. If you want to engage a little more activity, pop your knees off. You want your shoulders and your wrists lined up. It's a bend in your back and strengthening in the arms. So just press in, hold it. It's long spine, kneeling or fully extended, and then curl your toes under, flip your tailbone up, downward facing dog. Now to transition to the top of your mat, you want to squat into your thighs, and you're gonna take your right foot step to the top, then your left, then take a big inhale, lift, and find your chair. Hold in your chair. So as we're sitting in our chair pose, what we don't want to do is have our knees go forward. We're situating our bottom back with our pelvis rolled under. So sit nice and deep in this chair posture. Our postures are called asanas in Sanskrit. So sit deep, roll the pelvis under, hands of prayer. Now if you want to increase the intensity, you can goal post, squeeze into those arms, scapulary depression into your back. Activate the arms, squeeze through your thighs, feet are together, knees are together, pressing in, sitting deep, pelvis under, hold and breathe. Smile, you can close your eyes, feel the sensation. And as you sit deep, press down a little deeper and just reach tall, reach all the way up. And then sit and reach. So we're just gonna increase that life force, that vitality within us, utilizing it through our movement and our breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Sit deep, lift tall. 8 more, 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. Lift up nice and tall, and then take your left hand to your right wrist, pull it over, just lengthen your ear and your elbow are going to stay right by each other. You're going to push that right hip out so your gaze goes up through your right armpit. And then hinge over, hold that, breathe through it. And then lift up, other side. Right hand to left wrist. Pull it up, lengthen it, and then hinge over, press that left hip out. Gaze goes up through your armpit. And then bring it center. And we're going to take fists and we're going to place them to the small of our back and we're going to widen our feet. And as we stand here, you want to have a slight bend in your knees, push yourself forward. The hips are going to come forward. As you press your hips forward, draw your shoulder blades down and back gaze is up. And just hold and breathe. Just open up to that heart center. We'll expand through the center, at the solar plex, at the navel, at the throat. Bending back, opening up, and that intuitive knowing. Just center yourself in that bend and then bring yourself up. Heel to those feet back together. Find some movement, maybe rocking those hips. All right, hands to heart. We're gonna go through our Surya Namaskar, which is our sun salutation. Just go ahead and bring your arms, lift them up tall. Exhale, fold. You're gonna take your right foot and you're gonna step it back and maybe kneeling. So right now we're kneeling. On our right knee, left leg is forward. So you're gonna take this left foot, take your hand around the ankle and just move it up. And then I want fingertips to the side. I want you to press in. So long spine, gaze is forward, back knees down. You can flatten that back foot or you can have it turned under the toes, whichever works best for you. And then press in. So we're working in elongating through the space in our hips and our groin, through our thighs. And then I want you to take that leg back and you're gonna kick it up. Just where we were in the beginning in our spinal balance, like the leg is back extended behind us, elbows are gonna tuck in, our gaze is gonna go forward and our chin is gonna go down. Press down and then find your cobra, hover and hold it, and then push back to downward facing dog. I want you to take that right foot, I want you to kick it up in the air. As it is up, bend in that knee, and then open up, stack your hip, and let that foot dangle behind you. Get that knee a little bit higher, and then bring that leg through, drop to your back left knee. Walk your foot, or take your hand around your ankle, and slide it a little further forward. Again, opening up in this space, press down, fingertips to your mat. Spine is long, smiles on our faces. Yay, we got the joy going on. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And then curl that back toe under so you come to a runner's lunge in order to step it up to the top of your mat. Take a big inhale, lift, and find chair pose. Lift up nice and tall. We're gonna do that again in reverse. Swan back down, take that left foot right back where it was. Drop to that back left knee. And again, take your hand around that ankle, slide it further forward if you need to. Press in those hips, deepening down, navel to spine. Spine is long, smile. And then you're gonna take that right leg, kick it up behind you, lengthen it behind you, elbows tuck in, chin, chest down, gaze is forward, and then roll cobra pose. Shoulder blades down and back, then press away, back to downward facing dog. It's a little quick transition there. Take that left leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Knee is up, hold and breathe. Then take that leg, bring it through, drop to your back knee. Walk that foot further forward if you can, or place your hand around your ankle. Press into those hips. Breathe in, breathe out. Curl your back right toes, runner's lunge to step to the top of your mat. Take a big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift, we're gonna continue on, same flow, but adding on. Take that right foot right back where it was. Drop back. Slide that foot a little further forward if you need to. And this time, reach your arms high to the sky. We press in to your hips, shoulder blades down. Take a breath in and a breath out. And And then place your fingertips down, straighten that front leg, lift your toes, elongate your spine. So pull your chest forward as you press your tailbone back. As this leg is straight, you begin to walk those fingertips a little further forward and then bring your forehead down. And just do your personal best right here. Just feel the stretch in opposition from lunging forward to leaning back. And then come back to that runner's lunge, kickstand that back leg back. And you're gonna take this leg, kick it up to three-legged dog. Then drop that foot down. Then our first plank pose into kneeling. So it's a kneeling plank, a long spine. So when you're here in your kneeling plank, you want a long spine, just like this. All right, press those hips down, long spine, engaging shoulders and wrists are in alignment. Then you're gonna come down, elbows tucked in like a military style push-up, and you're gonna roll upward, facing dog, our first full up dog. Now, back to your knees, rock it back, curl the toes, downward dog. Take your right leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Then bring it through, drop to your back, left knee, and press those hips forward. Walk that foot a little further forward and reach your arms high to the sky. Really press in, back foot's flat, or if you need those toes curled, you can. You really want to press in here and make sure that knee does not go over your toes. So knee and ankle stay in alignment. Walk that foot further forward if you need to. Reach those arms up, or you can always keep them prayer if you need to, or hands at your hips, whatever works for you. Take a breath. And then release your hands down. Straighten that leg. Walk those fingers further forward. Again, pressing tailbone back as you reach your crown forward, point that chest forward without collapsing. And then exhale all the way down, forehead towards your knee. And then come to that runner's lunge, nice and deep, and take that back foot, step it to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift tall, exhale, fold. Left leg goes back, down onto that knee, press into those hips, reach those arms high to the sky. Take a breath, sink it in. Now feel yourself opening up into this space. And then hands come down, straighten that leg, walk those fingers forward, get a little deeper. And notice you're able to get a little deeper this time. Body's getting warmed up, you're getting a deeper expression into your postures. And then come back to that runner's lunge and take that right leg, kick it high to the sky for three-legged dog. Bring that foot down, come out, plank pose, kneeling, long spine, elbows tuck in, it's like a push-up. Chaturanga it down so your shoulders and elbows line up, and then press upward, facing dog, kneeling or fully extended. And then press yourself back, curl your toes under, find downward, facing dog. Left leg will kick, you'll stack your hip. Knees high to the sky. Then bring it through, drop to your back knee, walk that foot forward, press it in, reach those arms up, sit deep. Take a breath. And then hands come down, straighten that leg, fingertips walk out, forehead down. Then kickstand that back leg, lengthen it out, and then step to the top of your mat. Take a big inhale and find your chair. So we're gonna hold in our chair posture. Have a seat right here, hands come prayer, and we're gonna revolve. So right leg, left elbow revolves around. Press those palms together. So when we're in a revolved chair, you wanna make sure your feet, toes are forward, knees are centered, sacrum is centered. You're rotating through the torso. So just keep those knees even. It's really easy to find some sass here and knock them out of alignment. So find your center, rotate through the torso, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Press those knees together, palms together, gaze goes up. Breathe in, breathe out. Then go ahead, bring it center, lift up nice and tall, round into your back, then exhale right down to your opposite side. So it's a right forearm to your left thigh. Shoulder stack, gaze up again. Knees stay center, sacrum stay center. Rotate, revolve, shoulder stack, gaze up. Press in, breathe out. And then go ahead, bring it center, lift it up nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. You're going to lengthen through your tailbone. Feel that stretch and lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Then squat deep, gaze forward for monkey pose and prep to step us back to our downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank, fully extended or kneeling, modified. On those knees, into your plank, or you can stay fully extended. Elbows track inward, shift your weight forward. You want to come all the way down and roll upward facing dog. Now as you come down, you want not to lay your belly or your chest on the mat. So as we're coming down in that chaturanga, if you're kneeling or you're kneeling with a long spine, elbows tuck in, you come hover and you hold right above and press back. If you're fully extended, same thing. You hover, you hold, and then you flip those toes. You can come onto those knees if you want. You can pull off of your knees, but you're fully extended or kneeling. Elbows track in. It's like that military style push-up. As you come down, don't touch your belly, don't touch your chest to the floor, and then go upward facing dog. And then push it back, downward facing dog. Take your right leg, kick it high to the sky. Bring it all the way through for warrior one. Back heel is down on the mat. So here we have imaginary clock around us. 12 o'clock with our big toe. Back leg is our left leg. It's about 11:30 on your big toe. Our torso and hips rotate to the best of our ability towards the front, and you get into your lunge. Now your stature can be small. You can be right here into your warrior one. You can get deep into your warrior one. It's your expression of your warrior one. So get a little deeper. And in our warrior, we're free from the victimhood mentality. We are liberated into being a warrior in our life. Overcoming, feeling healed and whole in our choices, in our mindset. And in this space comes peace. You can reach your arms up, sit a little deeper. And then open up warrior two. So center your hip, front foot stays right where it's at, that front knee stay lined up, that back foot just turns parallel to the back edge of your mat. Deepen into it, expand open. So again, as we're in this space, it's an opportunity for letting go. As we're doing the physical work to break up the things that do not serve us, that we hold on to in our body. In this space, we're able to surrender and just let it all go. Physical practice offers us the ability to gain strength and flexibility and endurance, not just through our physical body, but also through our emotional and mental bodies. Then go ahead and rotate that palm upward. You're going to lift it up. This back hand is going to come gentle on that back leg. Do not put pressure on your knee, but make sure you lunge deep into that front thigh and reach that arm up and over. Gaze is up through your armpit. And then I want you to center yourself for goddess pose. So just turn those toes to the side. And now you're on lateral on your mat. And just kind of move side to side. And little pulses into your thighs. So as toes turn out, pulse it down and hold it. Bring your hands to prayer. Open up and expand. And then come all the way down to moonflowers and lift up nice and tall. Sit deep, lift tall. Sit deep, lift tall. Sit deep, lift tall. And just flow and breathe in and out. Linking breath with the movement. One breath, one movement. You can move it slow, you can move it quick. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. Bring it down, hands onto your thighs, drop your left shoulder down, gaze up over your right. And then go ahead, pivot your back foot around, come around. The right hand stays on your right thigh as your left hand comes down, drop to your back knee and reach the right arm up. So left arm and wrist and shoulder line up, front right leg and ankle and knee line up, and that right arm reaches up, aligning with your left shoulders. If you want to kickstand your back leg back, you can, to engage a deeper sensation into the posture, feeling that connection. And then go ahead and release that hand down. You're going to take this right foot, kick it up. You can choose to stay right here into your downward facing dog, or you can bring it out to plank, fully extended or kneeling, elbows tuck in, chaturanga, chest does not hit the floor, either does your tummy, and roll upward facing dog. And then push back to downward facing dog. Left leg, kick it up. Bring it through. Warrior one, back heel down. So check in. Again, imagine that clock around you. 12 o'clock with your big left toe. 1:30 with your back big toe. Ankles line up, hips torso center to the best of your ability. Again, remember your stance can be small with a slight bend in that knee, just holding here. You can get deeper into that lunge. This is your warrior. Feel empowered in it. Feeling that inner courage as we live bravely and fearlessly our truth. Pressing hands, palms together, or you can open up. Engaging scapulatory depression, eyes closed, just feeling that sensation of empowerment, of freedom, of healing and restoration. And then bring your hands to heart. That space of self-love, compassion, and acceptance. Reaching arms all the way up, lunge a little deeper, pivot your center, and then come warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So those toes do not move on the left foot. That knee does not move. This whole thigh stays right where it's at. Those hips just rotate outward. Back foot turns parallel to the back edge of your mat. You center your hips. Or expand through the heart. Reach out. And just surrender in this space. There's a here and now. And then take your front left palm, rotate it up to the sky, and then reach up and over. The back right hand goes down gently down that back leg without putting pressure on your knee. Lunge a little deeper in your front thigh. Hinge that body over and breathe. And then come center and find your goddess. Maybe move in those hips, rock side to side, find that placing. Toes turn out, little pulses. Little pulses. Drawing navel in, pulse down and lift up. And then we're gonna come into moonflower. So reach up nice and tall and sit deep. And lift tall, reach up towards the heavens and lift tall. Breathe in, breathe out. Several more as we just flow, connecting. Feeling our physical essence, gaining clarity in the mental, releasing what no longer serves us to be emotional, and finding harmony in the spiritual. Last one, lift up tall, squat deep, hands to your thighs, draw your right shoulder down, gaze up over your left, smile, press in, and then you're gonna keep your left hand to your left, and then you're gonna bring your right hand down, right knee down. Rotate around, shoulder stack, gaze is up. This left foot, if you need to walk it further forward, you can, keeping that knee and ankle in alignment. Reach the left hand up to the sky. If you want to increase the intensity, kickstand that back, right leg back. Hold right here. Breathe through it. You got this. And then bring your hand down. Take that left leg, keep it high to the sky, and then bring it down fully extended or kneeling. Chaturanga is that little extension down to your push-up, and then roll upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. And then lift those heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs. Now take your left hand step or foot to the top, lift all the way up. Find your chair. Lift it up, hands, prayer. Coming to a balancing posture, we're gonna bring our right knee up and hold it. Just to kick your leg out. Kick it out, kick it out, kick it out. Ignite those muscles. Kick it. 4, 3, 2. Kick it out. Hold it, then pull it in. Open that knee up. Place that foot on your inner portion of your thigh for tree pose. Then when we're here, what we don't want is to put pressure on our knee. You can be below your calf, or you can be with your big toes, with your heel pressing into your ankle right above it. You can slightly work your way up, but ideally what I don't want you to do is grab your ankle, put it here, because that's easy to do. Ideally we want to work in those muscles, lift it, open it, and then find your footing on your own. And then once you're here, bring your hands to prayer. Be unwavered. It's like a tree that goes through the air, grows its branches, but it never wavers from its truth, essence of being tall and grounded. So right here, we are tall and we are grounded in our truest essence of who we truly are. Embracing our uniqueness, our individuality, the beautiful in us and the crazy in us. You gotta own it all and love it. Love, love, love. Bring your hands to heart. Pull that knee up center and then drop it down and shake it out. Maybe do a little dance. All right, now let's do the other side. Hands to your hips, lift the left knee, flexing that foot and kick it out, kick it out, kick it out, kick it out. Muscles, muscles, kick it, balance. 4, 3, 2, kick it, hold. Then that knee, open that hip, find that foot on the inside of your thigh. You can come down here, remember, with heel pressed in to your ankle right above it, toes on. You can slide that foot, no to the knee, above it. Remember, lift it, open it, and find that footing. And then bring your hands to prayer. Prayer, prayer, prayer. Ooh, stay grounded where you are, and then open up, expand, breathe. Feeling that unity and harmony as the trees grow and cover the planet. We're all together here collectively in unity. Just feel the harmony and that oneness, the divine of love. Appreciating the beauty of nature, the beauty of one another as we're here together on this planet to thrive. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart, lifting that knee, drop it down, and shake it out. Do a little dance. I always like to dance. I always got a little song in my head. So it's so important for us to carry that tune within that keeps us happy and joyful. So whatever that is for you. Don't want to lose our personal power to things and circumstances that we can't control. But what we have control of is this right here, our physical being. So our mat is representation of our walk in life. So as we walk this journey on our mats through our physical practice, it does a lot of work on the inside as well. And that we can take off of our mats and hopefully make a better impact into the world. So we'll go ahead and end our practice with a big inhale, lift the arms all the way up, exhale, fold. Then have a seat and sit down on your mat. Place your fingertips back, heels on toes onto your mat, and just lift your bottom up into tabletop. Shoulders and wrists line up, knees and ankles line up, lift up, hold it, breathe in that tabletop, and then drop it down. Come seated into lotus. Hands at your knees, and then round it, check your chin to your chest for cat and cow. Several seated, round it, release it, round it, release it. Last one, round and release, and then opposite hand, opposite knee, rotate, revolve. And then switch other side, opposite hand, opposite knee, rotate, revolve. I think I hear rain coming. It's my cue. Palms are up, eyes are closed, hearts are full from your practice that you just experienced here today. Now may you continue your journey wherever it takes you. Yoga is truly about unity, enlightenment. It's a state of having peace of mind, having that peace within. And when we can have peace, we can awaken to bliss. And bliss is our true birthright. It's our gift, and it's the joy that sits at the seat of our soul. And we can stay in that power within us, that state of joyousness, finding contentment and happiness. Those together ignite the bliss within us. And in this state, it's how we see the world. And then we can view the world as heaven here on earth, right here and now. So it's my humbled passion desire to inspire you to follow your path authentically, to do what is best for you on your journey here. And as we come together collectively, may we all come together and see our reality as heaven on earth here and now, living blissfully soulful. Thank you and namaste. Have a great day.